Welcome to another Kind of Funny live reaction, this time to the PlayStation State of Play for April 2021. As always, I'm Tim Gettys, joined by one of the coolest dudes in video games, Greg Miller.
ECW!
The Nitro Rifle, Andy Cortez.
What up?
The new face of video games, Blessing Adeoye Jr.
Team Rivet, Rivet Hive, baby.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah.
And of course, joining us is the smoothest voice in the business, Parris Lilly.
What is up?
Very excited for this. So we know we're getting some Ratchet. We know we're getting some indie games. I don't think I could be more excited for this, man. Ratchet looking dope as hell.
It's been too long since we had a conference to react to. Let's go. You know what
That's
I mean?
a good point, man.
There's been a lot. There was like
predictions?
Resident Evil. There's been like events for games, but like here's a broad stroke. Let's see what's up.
Do you have predictions, Bless?
There's a third Lombax that we don't know about.
The third Lombax.
Third one.
Do you think this is the time they reveal that we go to Jack and Daxter's universe? Because it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Take it to
It's
the
not
bank.
happening. It's not happening at all.
Take
Do you
to the
really
bank?
think that, Greg?
Yeah, I think it's at the very least they'll be like ping ponging between universes, and like we'll get like Daxter and Jack react as they go to another universe. But it's fucking
that would
happening.
be so
Take it
sick.
to the bank, right, Parris?
Oh my God, you got real close to the camera
Yeah.
there.
They don't call me the limber.
They've never
Lombax
called you
for
any of
nothing.
that.
Limber Lombax.
Also,
Greg
I hope we
Miller.
see Stray or Solar Ash or
Well,
Hades.
I was gonna say
hope we
I
see
like
at
your
least one
prediction of
those.
Hades. I like your prediction of Hades.
Little devil inside.
Oh, here we go.
Rated E.
Hello, lady.
Oh, let's go. They're starting with it.
Kena Bridge of Spirits.
Solar.
546B.
No.
Landing was
Playing
rough,
Subnautica?
but I don't think they spotted me.
There's no audio, Kevin.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
Oh, there they go. You
Audio
gotta go.
producer at Unknown Worlds.
Yep, sorry.
Set
Fix
1
it.
year after the award-winning original, Subnautica Below Zero plunges players into a frigid underwater adventure in search of answers. Here, the native wildlife above and below the surface might consider you a tasty treat, assuming you don't become an ice pop first. The previous research crew has vanished, including your sister.
This was Sam's necklace. She never took it off.
To uncover the truth, you'll need to get crafty, building tools and shelter for your survival. But even that may not be enough.
Hey!
I told you to stay off my land.
With the PS5 DualSense controller, every icy shock feels like it's being sent right into your hands.
Wow.
The haptic feedback system allows you to feel each adrenaline-filled chase and provides visual and
gets
audio
cold.
cues as you use resources, encounter key game moments, or get into situations
That's the
where
mother
it's
box, Greg.
probably best to run.
Oh man, this is connected to the
Switch see
Snyderverse.
what's ahead. It may
Oh my
already
God,
be
there it was.
Was that Steppenwolf?
That was Steppy himself.
Below Zero on PS5. Players will get a crystal
We're on a
clear
nickname
experience
basis.
with up to 4K
Well,
graphics, targeting 60 FPS when in performance mode. And if you already own a physical or digital version of the first Subnautica on PS4, you'll be able to upgrade to the digital PS5 version at no additional cost. We
For
hope you're as excited
$80.
as we are to dive into
Yeah.
the world of Subnautica
What?
Below
No.
Zero when it launches on PS5 and PS4 on May 14th.
Neat.
Looks a bit more story heavy than I thought it would.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, let's go. I don't know why I would play this game on PlayStation as opposed to any other platform, but whatever. I'm down for it.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
little
well,
Ratchet
maybe
Clank.
that's why.
That's fun.
You know what?
That's
It's not
dope.
Hades, but I'll take it.
That's dope. Yeah, I like that.
Clank.
Your ray tracing
We
performance
can't
mode.
wait to dive deep into Subnautica Below Zero and make baseless accusations against our crewmates in Among Us later this year. Looks like Ratchet and the gang are ready for the spotlight.
Here we
Next
go.
up,
All right, here we
Insomniac
go.
Games will lead us on a tour of this June's PS5 action adventure.
Now, Parris, this has got to be a nice change of pace for you. Of course, you're on the XCast, so you're used to conferences just announcing that they've bought people, but not seeing any games. So this is cool to see
Yeah,
things
yeah.
you could actually play.
This is why I like the triangle button.
Missing infobot located. Initiating retrieval.
She's got a big boss on her.
Bucky.
I love how shiny Clank is. It's great.
I hope her earring
I'm
is
Marcus
ray
Smith,
traced.
creative director of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, a brand new full-length Ratchet & Clank adventure built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5 console. Today we're going to introduce you to some of the gameplay, characters,
God damn,
and
that
arsenal
looks good.
of Rift Apart. Whether you've played every game since Ratchet & Clank's debut, or you're brand new to the series, Rift Apart is a standalone adventure that you won't want to miss. Let's get into it.
Damn, she looks
Clank?
like Fifth Element. Cyberpunk? What's going on here?
Well, if the cops spawn right behind him, yes, it's Cyberpunk.
Yikes.
What is this place?
The fur on his face.
Oh, puddles
look at that.
everywhere.
Where are you, Clank? Maybe someone around here has seen him. Have any of you seen a little gray robot anywhere? Green eyes, red antenna, very charming.
For this to look good on a stream through Discord.
Right, yeah.
You can only imagine what it's going to look like.
Friend and partner Clank, and is now in a new dimension in a mysterious urban sprawl called Nefarious.
Where's Clank?
Well, that's the question. The age-old
Trying to
question.
find him, man.
Kebab's a huge Ratchet & Clank fan in the chat. Oh my god, they've changed the HUD.
Power PS5 right there.
Exactly.
I don't remember the last time I turned on my PS5.
Please let there be good news
Been a
behind
while.
here.
Returnal tonight then.
Oh yeah, man.
Ratchet quickly finds out that in this dimension, Dr. Nefarious is a much more capable villain.
We're still doing this 20 years later.
Hey man, there's got to be something. This looks a little bit better though when you come through the door. There's some things about Ratchet that'll never change.
I love it.
Emperor?
Wow.
Does that mean there
Oh my
are
God.
two Nefariouses now? Clank first, Nefarious later. Maybe he's in this bazaar.
Thanks to the new hardware, the worlds in Rift Apart are
Oh.
more beautiful than ever. Cities are full of life with traffic and civilians milling about everywhere.
It's cool.
Rift Apart is full of the unexpected. Characters in this new dimension are not always the same as they were in Ratchet & Clank's dimension.
I got goosebumps just from that little
Ratchet
hover.
comes across Miss Zircon, the weapon vendor in Rift Apart.
Wait a second.
You forgot your order.
Oh, she's cool in this one.
She's not bad, yeah.
Mr.
Or maybe she is.
Will sell you weapons, but you gotta be less conspicuous. Or the
Yeah, if she's selling
resistance
weapons, then I
will
don't know.
not
I don't know how
last.
good she can be.
The resistance?
Oh.
Apologies, sugar. Miss Zircon is still new to all of this espionage.
Release the hostage.
Damn 5-0, dude. Fucking pigs.
Clank has been taken
Even in
by
this
a
world.
mysterious new Lombax named Rivet.
Clank!
Rivet team. Rivet has.
Now, is there going to be another Clank?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh
wondering.
shit!
Yeah.
What do they call her?
Clunk?
Clunk.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
Says only
Clark.
royal starships
Dank.
allowed to live.
Big pothead.
Anything else,
Can't wait for the spin-off, Riveting Clark.
just follow the bait to Club Nefarious.
He works at the
and
local
you
community
will
college.
find him.
Club Nefarious, got it. Oh, and nice work, Secret
We're
Agent.
about to go to a
Clink.
club.
People in chat are saying Clink. That's great.
It's so exciting.
Club Nefarious shouldn't be hard to miss. Better look around.
When I think of Clink, I just think of Michael Scott saying you're going to the Clink. Prison
I
Mike.
enjoy I haven't seen a good E3 camera pan in a while. Too.
Yeah.
We're getting some here as they
Let's
spin around
do
the
it.
environment.
Welcome to a Rift Apart.
God, I missed that.
Listen to this freaking score, man.
We better have narration over the Starfield trailer whenever that drops.
Oh, we have to.
Welcome to Starfield.
Nefarious? So that sounds like a club, all right.
Welcome to the world of Rift.
This is
Apart.
what Night City should have been.
Oh, I can't wait for the lights
Hey,
in this
Issei.
club.
It don't look like you belong around here, Issei. Come on, Phantom, where are you?
Once Ratchet
People
finds
just
Phantom,
on drugs in
he
there.
learns a couple of new moves.
Whoa. Johnny Cage shadow kick.
God, I love a dash.
Wow. I love the
know
way
he
his
does.
body kind of stretched with that animation.
Yeah, it looked like there was like different versions of him.
One of the focal points of gameplay in Rift Apart is increased mobility. Ratchet can now dash and wall run to traverse levels.
Thank
This
God.
focus on mobility allows players to chain moves together to create.
If you're not gonna make a new Titanfall, we will.
I was just gonna say that.
Now
Titanfall
let's
3
jump into
is in
combat.
Ratchet.
Clink turns out to be a giant titan that you can get inside.
Oh my god, what if he is?
Propaganda
Awesome.
blimp and give this city a message it'll never forget.
Looks easy enough.
There's just so much going on in the environment.
Dashing allows you to evade attacks or gain strategic advantages.
Oh,
Enemies
yeah.
can't hit what doesn't
Oh,
momentarily
yeah.
exist.
Yeah, this is one of my few
Oh,
complaints
I
with
love
playing Ratchet 2016 is that the game desperately needs dash.
Dimensional
You
tears
felt
in the world allow
cemented,
you to
right?
use
Like you
Yeah.
felt like you
rift
had
to
concrete
step.
on your feet.
Another
Like your only
use
option
traversal
really
Oh,
was
is
to
this
just
the
flip
rift?
around
Oh,
all over the
dope.
place.
Wow.
across battlefields to escape
Wow.
or flank enemies.
Holy cow.
Weapons in Rift Apart utilize the power of the DualSense wireless
Damn.
controllers,
Jesus
adaptive
fucking
triggers,
Christ.
and haptic
Adaptive
feedback
triggers.
to allow players to really feel the power of their arsenal. For
Tim won't
example,
turn it off,
with the
neither
burst
should you.
Pistol,
my
players
favorite.
can pull back the trigger partway to peck out accurately placed single shots.
Oh.
But pulling the trigger fully unleashes a rapid-fire spread that covers.
I
more
was just
area.
talking to somebody on
In
one of
either
these shows
case,
leading
players
this week
will
about this.
feel each shot burst from the weapon and
Like
connect
how this
with
is the
it.
thing I want from this game.
Where's Snowbike Mike? Can I plug in
every
my
gun
Elite
feel
2 or
different.
not?
Players
Like, what
can
the
pull
hell?
the trigger down halfway to fire a single barrel, reducing time between reloads. Or pull the trigger fully and unleash both barrels with
Big
a
shotgun.
devastating close-range attack. Thanks to the haptics, the player will feel the power of their shots through their hands. Let's move ahead a little bit.
Whoa.
As Ratchet attempts to follow Rivet and Clank, he encounters a nefarious juggernaut.
Line is a death ball.
Where did you even come from?
That seamless transition
I
to
just-
cutscene is
yeah.
fucking wild.
All of this just being in game is fantastic.
It's so hard to tell when you're actually.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's been the case for the last 10 years. We always feel that way, but now more than ever.
During this fight, more dimensional chaos ensues. Thanks to the power of the SSD, we can near instantly teleport players to completely different locations.
Hey,
This
it's
isn't
Horizon
Oh,
Zero
my
Ratchet.
God.
but the entire
That's
level from a
cool.
different planet.
Reminds me of in like Tekken games when you smash somebody on like a glass floor and it transitions
Let's
you to
jump
a
over and
new
see
area.
what's going on in the
Yeah.
Clank.
It's cool.
You throw someone through the ceiling in MK3.
Yeah, and you jump up.
Yeah.
As you
I'm
may
here
know,
now.
Rivet is a brand new playable character in the series.
Holy
Oh
cow.
my
Where
good
are
lord.
you taking me?
Shadows.
I was gonna take you to my hideout.
Look
But
at the
first,
god
I gotta
rays, the
rescue my
volumetric
friend from the
lighting.
jealous
Just
and
imagine when they
fog.
do this for Spider-Man 2. I cannot wait.
Ripped into X-Men world for a bit, Parris.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Think about it. Do that
Little
multiverse back and forth. That would be awesome.
Rift Apart includes several alternate dimension versions of classic planets from past games.
Do you think this will be better than Lucky's Tale?
Nah.
Did we mention
I
how
don't know, man.
stunning and
That's hard to surpass.
thanks to the power of the PS5 and the 3D audio, we've been able to create alien planets with an immersive density like never before. Let's check it out.
God,
Beetles.
I love this.
That's why I'm gonna ride one. Soon as I can get close enough.
Back to Ms. Zircon, the weapons vendor.
Whoa.
Jennifer Hale sounds
I'm
great.
about to say Jennifer
Wasn't
Hale's
what
the
was in
goat.
my account
Killing
last
it.
Good.
time.
That is because I added our mutual friend.
I thought that was in my room.
Okay.
In Rift Apart, you get to play with an explosive new arsenal, as well as a few returning classics.
You see Mr. Fungi there?
Yeah. Wait, what is that?
I guess it's like this dimension's Mr. Zircon, probably.
Mr. Zircon?
Mr. Fungi.
I hope so.
Here's another example of how we're using the DualSense. With the topiary sprinkler, players will feel resistance in the trigger as they prepare a throw of this garden grenade. Once on the
Said
ground
it.
and spitting out its rapid growth
It's an
plant
Easter egg.
fertilizer,
You wait
players
for
will
it.
also feel when enemies have been topiaried and are ready to be trimmed down.
I wonder if we'll get a Sam Fisher cameo in this game.
Guaranteed in VR.
It appears some dimensional distortion is emanating from that cave.
That sounds satisfying to shoot. The actual like
In
bullet
addition to rift
projectile
tethering
sound
and
effect sounds
dimensional
great.
shifts, there are also many pocket dimensions scattered throughout the game.
Pocket dimension.
Speedo runs into that rift thingy.
Interesting. You must have a rift tether in your glove, too.
All right, Smarty Bot. What is this place?
A dimensional pocket? Perhaps
I
a
was just
symptom
showing
of the
off at this point.
Dimensionator's destruction.
I know, we get it.
Up with this
He's a
stuff.
good developer.
Hey, it's Maynard, the Mortis helper bot. Must have wandered in through the rift somehow.
There is the Speetle.
Guilty Spark?
No, don't hide! Ah!
Hitting its nest might get its attention.
Well, hello there. Gotcha.
Oh, dear.
Maybe Maynard can lead me to the Morts.
Seems a little slow.
A little bit.
There we go.
Now this is pod racing.
Away from this
Follow me.
Come on, Maynard. Let's find the Morts.
Riding Speedles is one way of traversing
I hope this has a hoverboard racing.
and do so quickly.
Excuse
I like
me.
hoverboard racing.
Look out!
Wow.
I got it. See? Sometimes I don't crash.
He said crash.
There's the gelatonium factory.
Wow, I need to siphon this filter.
Come on, Morts.
We didn't follow that Lombax and his robo-pet
That guy's been a really naughty dog.
just to get stopped by some fuzzballs. So you got like 9.5 seconds to tell us where they're at. 1.
Hang on there now.
If you watched our previous gameplay demo, you may recognize the Goons for Less. This rebranded gang has been hired by Dr. Nefarious to attack Ratchet and Clank, and are now also trapped in Rivet's dimension. Here's another new weapon. The Shatter Bomb is a frag-type grenade that deals a lot of damage to your foes. With haptic feedback, each explosion feels incredibly impactful.
You can find a Lombax.
Wow.
Where are these doofuses
Dude, the
coming
smoke
from?
looks insane and everything.
Vortex as well.
Yeah, this is the one I gotta rewatch later on the old TV.
Yeah, on 4K, the lighting, the ray tracing,
Yeah.
and this is really, really good.
I want to play the hell out of this. I want to break every crate. I want to shoot every gun.
Get every goal.
Explosion.
This is
that
just a
looks so
small
dope.
taste of some of the early gameplay in Rift Apart, but there is so much more. We have open areas to explore.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Oh my
That's good.
god.
Oh, man. Oh, goosebumps, dude.
Oh, they brought it
Glitch
back where you can like get like collect multiple clanks and have to like
Arena
bring them all to the end.
Aerial combat,
Lair.
gold bolts to collect, pocket dimensions to explore, armor to obtain, and use
Oh,
in the first
shit.
ever Ratchet and Clank photo mode.
Big Spider-Man
Ah, there it is.
Wow. Wow. You can add
And
like
giving more
little
people
light
access
sources
to playing our games
holy
is always
shit.
important to us.
Nice.
As such, Rift Apart will offer a slew of accessibility options. We'll reveal more
That's
about
awesome.
this soon. Experience Rift Apart's
Wow.
new planets,
Oh, that's
weapons,
really awesome.
intense high-action combat, and near instant
That's
load
that last
times,
Miles
all
Morales
with
shot.
some of the best visuals we've ever created.
How about that, huh?
There we go.
That's awesome. This game was fucking rad.
Holy shit, man.
Dude,
Can I say, as the resident
behalf of all of us
X-bot
at
on here,
Insomniac Games,
take
thank
notes,
you
please,
for watching.
because you guys aren't
See
doing
you in
anything
the
like
Omniverse
this.
on
It's sort
June
of
11th.
needed.
That's
Wow.
our show. We explored the depths of an alien ocean, got a first look at Among Us on PlayStation, and zipped across space and time in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Thanks
I
for
can't wait.
watching. We'll
That was
see you
fun.
again soon.
Well, there
I
you
mean,
go.
I feel like they've shown, like I didn't need to see all that.
Of course,
You know,
Uh-huh.
like I think we're all already sold on the game, and
Yeah.
they've kind of, not that they've overshown, because go ahead and show as much as you want, but
What do you
I've
want,
already been
Nefarious?
here, right? Like we've been there from the get-go. So
I
all
was
it was
the-
like
We've seen this
an
already.
overabundance.
I was the opposite, Bless. I thought we were gonna have another Deathloop situation from like the way I felt about seeing Deathloop for like the 6th time, where I was like, all right, I know I want to play it. Like I'm getting kind of like, just let me play the game. I'll wait till it comes out. I thought I was gonna have the same vibe here, but I'm even more excited than I was with all the other presentations. This was amazing.
Yeah, looks amazing. It looks so good. I can't wait. I'm in the Andy camp where I think, I haven't. I mean, we've watched all the trailers, we've done all the reactions and stuff, and it's the more they show, the more I want to play it. Like I don't need to see the game, obviously, but I want to play the game real bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Parris,
feel
you
like
have more
this.
thoughts?
Yeah, I just feel like this kind of just is the final nail in the coffin. Because what are we, about 6 weeks out or so before the game comes out? I mean, if you're looking at this with all the other previews that we've seen so far, I was getting it anyways. But yeah, nail in the coffin for me, 100% day one.
Titan right there.
There it is.
Warthog155 in the chat said there was nothing bad. There was nothing bad. And it's like, that's kind of it, man. Like this just looks incredible. It like kind of looks like the peak of what a Ratchet and Clank is striving to be, right? Like it's always been kind of a visual showcase game, even since the original game on PS2. But looking at this now, it's like, man, I'm just so impressed. And Insomniac continuing to just push the boundaries of what's possible visually from a gameplay perspective, and just growing on
Technically,
what they've learned from every game that they've made, right? Like you can see what they've learned from Spider-Man being applied into this, what they've learned from Miles Morales even, and it now being a PS5 next-gen title. So much focus on 3D audio and haptic feedback and stuff. Like this is going to be one of our first major steps into what next gen is going to look like.
Yeah, you notice how they kept saying over and over how the game is going to use the DualSense, how it's going to take advantage of the 3D audio. I mean, these are the kind of next-gen accessory features that are going to separate it, from games that we played in the past, because it's going to truly immerse you into it. Like they're literally telling you will throw a grenade and you're going to feel the impact of that, with the DualSense. So yeah, I'm excited to play it. Just want to get my hands on it.
Pretty important too that at the end, I feel like this is one of the first times that we've seen a sort of presentation like this. Or was it? How long was this presentation? I don't even know. But at the end of it, we get a hint at what accessibility can be. And I always see Blind Gamer Steve, our friend Steve Saylor, tweet out, "Hey, it looks great. Tell me about accessibility." And I feel like that's something that's always maybe shown in a separate thing. But for them to even touch on it and show just scrolling through options pretty quickly and say, "Oh, and by the way, we've got a lot of other stuff here as well," I think that's really cool. I feel like it's the first time that we've seen that sort of accessibility thing in a presentation of this kind, where usually we see gameplay and it's a gameplay thing and that's it. And maybe in a press release, we see the accessibility stuff later. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the only two times I can think of that is Last of Us did it and Crash 4 did it as well. But, normalizing it on this scale is super important. And, the options they showed there looked like they're kind of following that Sony playbook that's being made, which is very cool.
Yeah, they showed off the option where you can pretty much turn off textures and highlight things certain colors, so you know what's interactable and know what's not, which is really good. And even
Great
really
for
good
collectibles.
I know it's great for collectibles and great for trophy hunting if you're into that also. But yeah, it's really cool that they included that. And overall, like I think they did a good job from each of the different segments they've shown, doing a good job of selling it as a PS5 game as opposed to just a game in general. Like I think Parris did a good job of talking about like they talked about DualSense, they talked about haptic feedback, they talked about the adaptive triggers, they talked about SSD, and it's very much like it almost feels almost tech demo-y, but it's not. It's like tech without the demo. Where Astro's Playroom was what, a 2-hour game, you can get into it, get out, and have that experience, and it's an awesome experience for what it is. But knowing that Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is going to be a full game, and it is something that is designed to take advantage of the tech, I think it's gonna be really exciting.
Tim said that Warthog 155 in chat said that nothing was bad. The cart looked pretty slow. I think this is a PS Plus. I'll wait for this to come to PS Plus.
We all said it right when she got on that thing. It was slow moving.
Yeah.
But then they sped it up, and I love that. The only hesitancy I have at all, and I have no reason to expect that they're not going to wow me with the final release, but the uses of the rifts themselves, like I wonder if they're going to get more creative than what we've seen, or if it's always just going to be a purple thing comes up in front of you, you pull through, where it's like it doesn't really feel that diversified or really dynamic. Yeah. It's kind of just like you're just playing through a level in a different way that with fast loading and stuff. So technically it's great, but from a gameplay perspective, is that really going to add to the experience or just make it a little different? And then the other thing with that as well is it going a kind of multiverse route is interesting, and I don't think it's going to get in the way of the story at all. But Ratchet and Clank isn't something that lore screams to me something I need to explore multiverse, right? Normally multiverse is dealing with characters and backlogs of stories and different characters that we know enough that different versions of them have some type of like nostalgia in us. So this just going to different versions of planets that were in the other games doesn't necessarily excite me, but it doesn't need to. It's just kind of what the story of the game's going to be.
My thing is, I think it kind of serves both audiences, right? Where I think, you look at the chat and Kebabs is so excited to go back to these old planets. But for us, it'll just be that visual difference, right? In terms of going to this prehistoric world or having in the super futuristic thing. Parris, I know you want to jump in. Sorry.
Yeah, because I wanted to actually counter that a little bit, Tim, and say, well, didn't they kind of give us a preview with the boss battle hopping into the different dimensions? You could potentially see new mechanics pop up because the level changes, right? Because now you're in a different world and you have to attack the boss in a different way. So at least I'm being hopeful here that it'll be more than just revisiting old worlds, that they'll actually use going into these different dimensions into the actual gameplay loop.
See, I get the sense that is more of a set piece moment in the boss battle where eventually all of us are going to use that portal in the same way. And I do kind of feel like I do kind of fall in that similar camp of like the ways we've seen the rifts used across every single trailer we've seen for this game has been in the same way, where there's 2 portals in a level, maybe in a combat sequence, and you can use them to go back and forth through both sides of the level, or you can use them to transport yourself to another dimension that the game wants you to go to. But it would be cool to have it be done in ways that feel like you are in control. Like if in that boss battle you can go back and forth whenever you want to, then I think that is like a dynamic use of it that might change the way you play in that game, and would be something that is really cool. Even though this is, I mean, the way they're using it anyway is still really cool. But I would like them to see. I would like to see them explore the potential of what that is.
Yeah, I saw Sword of Music in chat mention, maybe some portal type puzzles. Even I think we always think about the Titanfall sort of the time shifting level. I always forget the name of it. But having something like that could be neat, where you're using cause and effect. Yeah, you're using portals to go back to a different version of that realm or whatever to find the secret thing for the new one. If it's something that's used more than just a level change, I think that excites me even more. I'm stoked just from the tech aspect of it. That's so fucking hard to do, but I think it's exciting either way for me.
Absolutely. I can't wait. And I'm hopeful that all the criticisms I just had are going to be addressed, because look at this. It's absolutely gorgeous. Looks like it plays
You hate
well,
the game,
so.
Tim. Just admit it, dude. You don't like this.
Yeah, you know what?
Nintendo fanboy. Get out of here.
I'll see you on XCast. There you
go. Oh man, Tim, me and you can start a Nintendo podcast.
Blessing, you're on the PlayStation podcast.
I can do both. I'm multi-talented.
What if we all just liked all the games?
Blessing,
Wouldn't that be
describe
fun?
a scorpion to me.
They're long. They're very
Bye.
sluggy. They roar.
See you later.